Hey guys, I am back. It's been a while. A lot has happened, so I decided to return and cover all of the latest updates. So we've had a good few weeks, or can I say we've had a very good productive week over here in the UK. Our lockdown is easing, and from the 17th we can go to indoor restaurants, we can go to cinemas, we can order alcohol inside. So I'm extremely excited to have a slice of normal life, and it does for the first time feel like there's been some real progress to getting back to life as we once knew it before this whole pandemic swept the earth. So I'm quite happy. And yeah, I've kept myself busy. I've been doing a bit of shopping and just enjoying the easing of lockdown. But I have to deal with Meghan, Harry's wife, and her latest appearance. So this video is about my thoughts and feelings on what she wore. Now, something that immediately struck me when I saw her appearance for that little speech that she done was the whole upside down women empowerment necklace. And I thought that it was quite symbolic, and it was quite fitting for her actually, because if you actually look at the necklace and the symbol on it, it's an upside down cross. Not everyone is religious who follows this channel, I assume, but for someone who does have religious beliefs, and I do believe in religion, I'm not going to be specific, I felt a bit unnerved or, just uneasy about it. Now, there has been many conspiracy theories that have floated around online about Meghan and Harry's association with, dodgy organizations. And I felt as though this necklace was really kind of evidence of something quite, I don't know, dark. Can I even say that on YouTube? Can I even say that on here? I'm not sure. But it was dodgy. So on top of that, her jewelry was very prominent. She was blinged out to the nines. She really wanted to show her wealth. And now that she's been getting all of this money out in the United States of America, I guess she feels more comfortable to really be her true self. When she initially got to America and she was making public appearances with Harry, she really did dial back on any kind of accessories, whereas now she's come back full throttle with as much expensive, displays of wealth as possible to put out there for us to all see that she is successful, that she's blinged out, that she's leveled up, yada, yada, yada. And of course, it hasn't earned her any more fans. Meghan's public appearances never seem to increase her likability, even though she has this false liberal fandom that does follow her. And then obviously we've got the sugars who will follow her to the brink of their own demise. And yeah, that's it really. What more can I really say? So I'm going to get into this article, but I'm probably going to skip forward to the comments. So this article is by the Daily Mail, and I'm just going to summarise bits of it. The Duchess of Sussex sported an eclectic collection of jewellery, a very elaborate collection, as she made an appearance at the star-studded Facts Live telecast yesterday. Meghan, 39, 43, piled on sacks of jewelry as she appeared in a pre-recorded message from her $14 million California mansion at the concert yesterday, in which she claimed the pandemic has wiped out a generation of progress for women of colour. Well, I know a lot of people watch this channel. I am a woman of colour, but I know a lot of people will feel as though that's kind of unfair to just say, oh, it's just women of colour that have been affected by the pandemic. Women in general. Statistically, it has been true that the pandemic disproportionately affected female-led professions, i.e. Nail salons, hairdressers, retail, which is jobs that we all work in, right? They're female-led industries. Even in the cosmetic industry, women are leading in, seeking out cosmetic enhancements and treatments, going to the spa, you name it, right? So these are all industries that are heavily relied upon as a source of income from women of all colours. So I can hand on my heart say that. What else can I really say? Yes, women of colour have been affected by the pandemic, but I think all women have been hit hard. But we know that this is Meghan Markle's only real angle. That essentially is something that I find to be very disingenuous, not because I do not believe there's a plight for women of colour and because I believe that racism doesn't exist in the West. I just find it very disingenuous because this is someone who was ticking the Caucasian box, as I've said in loads of my previous content, for an extremely long time. And it's not a conversation that she was ever having, and she's never dated men of colour. She's never dated BAME men or a black man. It's not in her dating history. She was hanging around with Jessica Mulroney, and she had that whole debacle with Sasha Exeter, I think it is. Not that is a direct reflection on Meghan, but this was her social circle. So Meghan Markle was never really talking about or looking at black issues. She's only doing it now. She did not even acknowledge Black History Month. There's been no evidence of her doing that. That's all been done now after the fact. Now she's acknowledging Black History Month. She's acknowledging black culture and black issues, all because Harry essentially wanted her to, because they don't have any other angle but to talk about racism, race relations and all the rest of it. And I just feel a bit disgruntled as a woman of colour that I'm being used as a springboard to line their pockets. That's how it feels, because I know that it's not organic, right? It's not coming from an authentic place. So this is my gripe and axe to grind. And I know a lot of the sugars who are women of colour and black women particularly will say, well, it's better late than never. And yeah, I guess if you're someone who likes to eat up scraps and you like to elevate people and bolster people and make them rich just because they're throwing you a bone, then by all means be a sugar and be grateful for her scraps. But I'm not going to take it lying down, and I just think that it's scraps, and I don't eat scraps, basically. It's not good enough in my book. So I'm going to get into Meghan Markle's extensive jewellery collection, and yeah, let me know what you think. So the Duchess, who is known for her love of expensive designer clothing and symbolic jewellery, opted to wear a red 1200 Carolina Herrera shirt dress emblazoned with poppies for the occasion. Meanwhile, she paired the look with a stack of gold jewellery, including Princess Diana's 17,800 Cartier watch, a £5,000 Cartier bracelet, and a 2,361 bracelet, and a £102 necklace featuring a women's power charm. Right? So this is her jewelry. And then it carries on here. Meghan has long been a fan of Carolina Herrera, having opted to wear the designer several times during her time in the royal family. On the last day of their royal tour of Morocco, the royals swept into a meeting with King Mohammed VI, I think that is, in a custom version of a £3,222 chiffon gown from Herrera's Autumn-Winter 2019 collection. During her appearance yesterday, she donned the poppy print tie waist shirt dress, which is described online as a flowery silk shirt dress styled with a tie cinched waist and flowy A-line mid-skirt. The Duchess of Sussex is a fan of wearing several pieces of jewellery at once, bucking the royal trend for keeping accessories to a minimum. Well, Meghan Markle, she doesn't really do refinement or class very well. She doesn't like to follow the rules, and they do normally keep it very simple. If you look at Kate, she may wear 1 to 2 pieces at any given time, but Meghan Markle's just gone all out. She's really blinged up and stacked up the wealth, because this is what she really is, right? Over here in the UK, we have a name for people who do that, they're called chavs. If you know what I'm talking about, drop a comment. So it's very chavistic to kind of stack jewelry, in such a kind of garish, emblazoned way. This is not a surprise. But I would say the most significant piece for me that stood out, because I'm aware of the Tank watch, I'm aware of the Cartier bracelet was this upside down cross symbol, which I found to be quite significant, okay? And we know that we have this whole dynamic of the good royals versus the bad royals. Meghan and his wife being the baddies in the story, and William and Kate being the good royals. So here is Meghan basically summarizing herself with one piece of jewelry with this upside down cross, which, you know, kind of, you know, it's got this whole Damien type vibe going on, this evil kind of vibe going on, okay? So I'm not going to really be specific with it, but it seems to be framed under the guise of female empowerment. I personally, as a woman who is of faith and of religious beliefs, would not rock this necklace, because I just would not rock an upside down cross. I would feel as though with that platform, it's just sending too many subliminal messages that are not necessarily going to be taken in a positive way. So I just do not like that piece of jewelry. I'm going to get into some of the comments, because I think the comments are the most interesting dynamic of this article, and let you guys know exactly what I think. Of course, she gave us a tacky display of wealth. So someone has said, I don't like or appreciate the upside down cross on her necklace. What was she trying to really say with that? I did not get female empowerment. Someone else has said, take a good look at the mouth-watering cost of her entire outfit. Someone else has said, Harry is more trapped now than ever. And so are you too, Meghan. They are both in the same boat, which will sink one day without a trace. Well, we know that they are definitely going to fade into obscurity. So with all that being said, I have a lot to catch up on, so I will be back with another video. Bye, guys.